Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at Transformers Studio Series 86 Dinobot Swoop. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. In fact, I pre-ordered this guy back in April and he's just now coming out. This is exciting because now I have all of the Dinobots and all the same scale. I'm very excited. This is also like this is like the second time I've encountered a Swoop. I only had the Power of the Prime Swoop that combined and I wasn't like super happy with it, but having actual like bigger one that goes to everybody looks and it's gonna feel great in the collection. Just going over the box real quick, he does have the gorgeous art of him. He is just sitting right there. He's pretty big. You can see he goes pretty down there. He's got a couple swords in there. I saw the artwork of Swoop on the side here. In the back of him fighting Devastator when he gets kind of stomped and has debris thrown on him. That's the back of the box. He looked great. 2 swords. I don't know if both swords are his. Maybe one goes to like Slag or Snarl or something like that. I'm not sure. The side of the box has his pterodactyl later class. But yeah, no, he looks really good. I'm very excited. I'm excited to have all the Dinobots in one scale that don't combine because I'm not a fan of the Dinobots combining. But let's get Swoop out of here and then look at him and all his detail. Now that we have Swoop out of his packaging, you can see everything he comes with. He does, of course, come with his instruction manual, which is just the classic, just fold out instruction manual. Comes with 2 of these missile launchers, and these do pop out, and you can, in fact, fit blast effect parts on both ends, so it looks like it's shooting. It's really cool. Just be wary. These are in the back in a like tissue paper. I didn't film it because I didn't realize they were back there, but these are in back there in like a tissue paper on the back of the box. So don't throw these out. And then, of course, it comes with 2 swords. This one I think is Grimlock's. Looking at it, I think that's Grimlock's, and I think this is his. But this definitely looks like Grimlock's sword. I could be wrong, but the sculpting on this makes me think this is Grimlock's sword. So bringing a Swoop here, the instructions have you put the missile launchers on the outside of the wings like that, which that's fine. But you also can, if you want to, put them on the back and give them like a silhouette kind of look on the back. I much prefer to have them on the back. I don't know if that's more toon or toy accurate. I just like it because they're out of the way from this arm clunking and everything, and it does. It looks like it just gives it a better silhouette like that. And of course, he can just hold the swords. He doesn't come with a gun or anything. The Dinobots are kind of hit and miss whether they come with a sword or a gun, but he came with 2 swords, so he can do a ton of poses. He's super posable. You can get him pretty much anything you want him to do. So of course, he does come with 2 swords. Again, I think this is Grimlock's sword. He does not come with a gun or anything. He can hold the missile launchers in his hands if you want to as a gun. The Dinobots seem to be very hit or miss whether they come with a sword or a gun, but he can hold the sword, or he can also hold that as like a missile launcher kind of deal, which that looks pretty good actually. Getting on to Swoop himself, he looks incredible like all the other Dinobots. He's got virtually no kibble. You can turn him on the back here, like absolutely none. I don't count wings as kibble. I never have, never will, because it makes it a silhouette, makes it look actually like really good, like it does. But yeah, no, he's got no. He's just kind of a dude like the other Dinobots. He's very well engineered to look both good in his robot mode and kind of okay in his pterodactyl mode. The details on him are very, very nice actually. His head sculpt is perfect. That is Swoop, even with the big tail on his head, whatever you want to call that, big mohawk on his head. They actually went back to gold for his beak, unlike Snarl that had for some reason yellow. I'm not sure why. The gold on here looks really good. These eventually will be his toes, and I love that they're just the kneecaps. I just love that detail that's his pterodactyl feet, but also that's his kneecap. He does get ankle rocker, and they do have a fill-in point right there, so it doesn't look like just a clean cut. It looks like there's actually some like mechanical detail in there. But no, he's covered in like surface detail. It looks really good. It's nice to change going from like the legacy stuff, which is very smooth, and like this 86 stuff, which has a little bit more like greeblies and like texture to it, which I appreciate because I like having a little bit texture to stuff. Articulation for Swoop is very good. Like I said, he's kind of just a dude. His wings can go back and forth like that. They can just do whatever you really need them to do. You can fold them out if you want a proper like wingspan. If you really want to do that, it's fun. Head is on a ball joint. It can go any direction you want to see fit. Arms go out to there, bicep, and they also do rotate at the wrists. They are very tight, but they do rotate at the wrists. So he does have a waist swivel, which is okay, but it is limited by the fact the beak is right there, so it bangs into his hip skirts. All you got to do is just pull that out a little bit, and then you got the full range. It doesn't really hurt anything, and if you want to put it back down, that's totally fine. My dude can do the splits, of course, the knees, and the ankle rockers, but you can get this guy into some amazing poses just because, like, there's no kibble on him, and he's just every part of articulation you want on him, he's got. And of course, what is Swoop without the rest of the Dinobots? Try to get my basket everybody in here, but everyone's just leader class and everyone's so big. But he fits in perfectly with everybody else. Grimlock back there, Slag, Snarl, and Sludge. This is a complete collection. This looks incredible together, and I'm so happy to finally have all 5 of the Dinobots together in the same scale in almost essentially a masterpiece version of each one. This is incredible. This is an amazing set. Oh, this is so cool to see. But that's really it for his robot mode. Like I said, the video kind of speaks for itself. Like, he looks so good. And this is nice because I've only had the Power of the Primes Swoop, which I wasn't super impressed with. I wasn't impressed by other Primes Dinobots at all. Really at all. That's why I passed them on. But, like, this is great. Like, all the colors, like, really pop. I love the gold. That looks really good. The huge Autobot insignia right in his beak looks amazing. But he does. He's got all the details you want. Even the red right there. The gold on his thighs and knees looks great. But that's enough really about that robot mode. Let's go into that pterodactyl mode and see what that whole thing is about. Now we have Swoop in his pterodactyl mode, and he's kind of a brick. He looks good. This is like his sitting mode, I guess, if you were going to display him. You can move his head up, and then you can put his little feet back, his tiny little toes back, and he's got like a flying mode, which is really good. It looks like from the top here, looks really good, and then it kind of just looks like a brick. But in this mode, you can store the missile launchers here. You can also move them more inside the wing. I like them kind of outside of the wing. I like that they kind of stick over like that. I really like that look, especially when you're going like that and you can see the missiles going pretty elongated out there. It looks really fun. His head sculpt for the pterodactyl mode is really good. It opens up and it's got a ton of detail. It looks like a missile, what would be a missile would be in there. And the top, of course, is all detailed. And he does have a peg back there so you can put a blast effect part on there. So his wings, his wings look absolutely gorgeous. They fold out so much, like this part, like here, goes from like there to like there. I have realized that this side on mine, it's got like a mushroom peg on it, and it pops off quite easily. It's happened a couple times during when I was like playing around with them, like transforming them. So just be careful with that. But the wings, a ton of technical like detail come out. These 2 big Autobot insignias come out. They look really good. He does have like a red stripe, and then going underneath him, that's just kind of him laying down. He's got the tiniest little feet. I think this is the smallest little feet I've ever seen like on such a big figure. His head does go up and down. It can look all the way up, but of course it can look all the way down. And then he can sort of flap his wings. They don't really go, they go like that. That's pretty much it. They don't fold back or go back at all anymore. They're just kind of just a rigid, just like that. But that's a good pterodactyl mode. Like, it's really good. It's really good. I really love the head sculpt. He's even got like little teeth in there. And that looks really good. Final thoughts on Studio Series 86 Swoop. He's really good. He's on par with the rest of the Dinobots. He looks good with the rest of the Dinobots. He feels in hand very good. He's not like cheap plastic. He feels robust, and he's fun to like mess around and pose with. And he looks the part. He looks how I want Swoop to look. He's not fumbled up with just a combiner gimmick or like this tall, like a deluxe size scale. I remember when remember before they were like, oh, he's going to be like a Voyager because Swoop is supposed to be like the smallest of the Dinobots. But they're like, he's going to be a Voyager. I was like, don't make him a Voyager. Just make them all leaders because they all should be about the same size anyway. But he looks really good. He's a lot of fun to play with. He does, again, look the part. He's got no kibble on him. And he's just good. He's good. Is he the best of the Dinobots? I don't know. I can't judge that. Just because I really liked Sludge, and Grimlock's my favorite of the Dinobots, and that figure of the figure of Grimlock is phenomenal. Like, I like it more than the Masterpiece, which is saying something. The Masterpiece was okay at the time, but like the 86 Grimlock is a lot more fun. But yeah, I recommend them. If you just can get one, I mean, get Swoop. But if you're going to get one, get your favorite Dinobot. But again, I want all the Dinobots, so he's going to live with all the Dinobots. But yeah, no, that's been it for 86 Studio Series Swoop. I wonder if they're going to do the G2 ones. Probably not. I doubt it, but I think that'd be kind of cool. But if you liked the video, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. That helps me out a lot. I like watching the numbers go up, and it encourages me to make more videos. But that's been it for Swoop. I will see you guys in the next video.